Namaste, angels. This is the Aries new moon reading. We're jumping right in, starting with the King of Cups with this deck. Queen of Swords is behind him. She is in reverse. Oh. Three of Pentacles. So something challenging could occur. This doesn't have to represent an actual person, although it can. Possibly a direct air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone like into those traits or attributes. But also looking at this from the other deck that we're starting with, the Page of Swords. It looks like the Five of Pentacles is behind it. So we could receive some challenging information that maybe causes us to become fearful of something. It may have something to do with love and relationship. We do have, again, the King of Cups, and we have him immediately before the Queen of Swords, and they are a pair, can often be a pair. But, you know, for some, it may have something to do with your finances, worries about finances. I don't think it's an actual real reason to worry, but you may be worried nonetheless. That can be what the Five of Pentacles is about, just like fear and stuff that's not necessarily legitimate, like there's no reason to, but it's how you feel. I think the King of Cups could be showing up because the King of Cups is a balanced energy. He's showing up to say this challenging information, maybe challenging communications, maybe something having to do with money, your livelihood, your home, your household, your family, and you are going to need to be chill. You're going to need to keep it cool, have your energy balanced. Balance masculine energy, balance feminine energy. Don't get all overly emotional. Don't lose your head. King of Cups is able to use both, you know, logic and emotion in a very balanced and healthy way to see himself through a situation. So you keep cool, you keep your head, and I think you're going to be on the top of this situation. We do have the Three of Pentacles upright after these two court cards, and Three of Pentacles is like a worker card. It's a card that's about being rewarded for your work, your labor, the energy and effort that you put into something. For some, the King of Cups and Queen of Swords, if they represent actual people, possibly met at work or through work for their whatever type of relationship they have. And here we have a Five of Pentacles. Again, this one is in reverse. So I think this is confirming what I was saying. The Five of Pentacles is nothing to actually worry about. It's not a real thing that's happening. It's your worry, it's your fear. And so the King of Cups is here to say, chill, like don't panic, keep calm, keep your head, keep your emotions about you, and you can see your way through this. Don't let anybody con you, get over on you, you know. I'll do one more. And then we may be reunited with someone or something. The Three of Cups also showing up. Queen of Cups on the top. Now I'm going to cut here. And we have a new overall energy of the Ten of Wands in reverse atop the Six of Pentacles. I'm going to put these to the side. I think I'm going to use them for the spread that we do on the masculine, from the masculine perspective. The romance or, you know, relationship spread from the masculine perspective. These are my fortune cards. And we're starting with Sun in this deck. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. I think this is really representative of the fire energy that comes with the Aries new moon, or with fire signs in general, with Aries being, you know, the first sign of the zodiac, and of course the first of the fire signs. And I think with the new moon, yeah, there is a lot of growth ahead. And it's funny, ahead, because Aries rules the head. I feel like something that there's like a hidden message in here. Growth ahead. I'm not sure what. If something comes to me, I will surely let you know. And if, you know, anybody is, you know, inspired or receive something, please do let me know in the comments, of course. It is helpful if you let me know in the comments, because then other people can get involved in the conversation. And I'm repeating that because after I said let me know in the comments, I thought to myself, nobody ever lets me know in the comments. Like, everybody always contacts me privately. You know, I get messages on Facebook or whatever, emails. But yeah, if you don't mind talking about it with the group, that could be great too. So now the new overall energy for this deck is patience with the devil behind it. So I think this too is a message of, you know, difficulty, challenge, but keeping your head, keeping your cool, remaining balanced. There's like even amounts of sand in each part of, you know, the clock here. For lack of a better word, I forgot the name of those things. They used to tell time with the sand. Anyway, patience, slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. So put those here. I'm going to use those. And then, like I said, with this deck, we're starting with the Page of Swords, followed by the Five of Pentacles, and the next card is the Nine of Wands. It is in reverse. I will put these in here now. And mix them up again freshly. I did a spread on myself earlier. I had like every fire card, and very positive. You know, like both of the Page of Wands, both of the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. It's really, really good reading. And I was like, what is all this fire? And then I was like, oh, yeah. So I had started to tell you that Aries rules the head. And, yeah, I'm definitely getting something like don't lose your head, you know, like lose your cool. So though, if you are an actual Aries sun or moon, this will be your first house of self and self-expression. You know what could be really nice for you this week, even if or during this period, like 2 weeks, a head massage. If you don't have somebody that is around willing to do for it, maybe you go to like a nail salon. I know my nail salon does massages for like $10 for 10 minutes or something like that. You know, maybe you're able to get something like that. A head massage may be really nice. You know, a lot of people of the Aries zodiac often tend to suffer things like migraines and sinus problems and stuff like that. And I feel some sort of new something there for you, maybe like a new treatment that relieves or alleviates some of these things for you. Something new ahead. That's so it's like it could make you feel like you have a new head, a new head. And then maybe also it's metaphorical, like clarity or a new way of thinking, a new perspective, too. So I would say, especially for those of you who are actual Aries, and then after you guys, the other fire signs would be my feeling. Leo, Sagittarius, and then the rest of us that, you know, benefit from this moon. So we have the Ten of Wands now, and followed by the Two of Cups. And there's that Five of Pentacles again, but it's now in reverse. So again, it was nothing to worry about. And for some of us, perhaps it was about a relationship issue, you know, that the challenge having to do with that relationship issue will come to an end over the next 2 weeks. Making way for a healthy Two of Cups here. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, and the positive resolution of a conflict. You know, after it's sort of like the last straw, right? Too much work. Accept help from others. So maybe we need some balance in the relationship. Maybe one is doing all the giving, one is doing all the taking. Even those that are single, maybe like you're doing too much, putting too much out there, and not putting out enough. And there's a way to go about, you know, again, getting more balance. Life is out of balance. That's what it says here. And that can cause stress-related health concerns, which no one needs. Am I right? All right. So I'm going to, I think, lay these first because they're larger, but they're going to be in the same spread. So we'll do the crossbred. This is recent past, which may not have come yet. You know, recent past can be, you know, it's a 2-week reading, so recent past could be next week, you know, if it hasn't happened to you already. Near future. Oh, I didn't mean to lay 3, but I did. I meant to just lay 1 and 3 from here. So this is going to be interesting. Message from higher self. 3D life. And the heart of the matter. This is love specific. And this is moon specific. So like leaving this transit, entering the next one. Again, our overall energy was patience. These are the cards I meant to use in 3s. So for this placement and for this placement, the near future and the recent past, we also will have 3. Is everything in frame too? I forgot to check that. We're not going to have any repeating cards, it seems, because so far for each pile, all the cards are from the same deck. You know, there's 2 decks here mixed up. Got the crossing card. The crossing card. Okay, and again, our overall energy here is the Ten of Wands. We have a lot more cards than I had intended, but we're going to make it do what it do. Recent past. We have mountain. Know that you're protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So we're just talking about the challenges. This looks like air energy too. I'm picturing air, I guess, because we're up in the mountains, like altitude. So I think this is going with that Page of Swords. But we were expecting of that. I just talked about that there'd be something going on. Then we have beware of beware. Be careful who you trust this time. This could be associated with that devil energy that we also saw. It looks very earthy. Of course, the devil represents the sign of Capricorn most directly, but doesn't have to be, you know, representative of a Capricorn, but it is earth energy. And I think that's what this is talking about. So beware, be careful of who you trust at this time. And I do feel like the moon, the universe is going to be removing people from our life, right? It's a warrior. You know, and there'll be like a silent war that we may not even realize, we might be unconscious of it, but people are going to be, you know, taken down. People are going to be taken down and taken out and like removed from our lives if they're not real soldiers. That's what I'm getting. Also, we have Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So there's also good things happening, like I was saying about the King of Cups. Remain cool, remain level-headed, because although there's challenges, there's still reason for you to be happy, reason for you to be joyous, and reason for you to stay balanced so that you can just like sort of, you know, glide through this situation. And we have Justice. All right, and it's coming out in your favor, I can tell you that, because, well, I'll show you in a second. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Major Arcana card 8. Justice represents the sign of Libra most directly, and the planet Venus, which is its ruler. And this is about justice in your favor. We have it coming up with the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you may have been, maybe one of the challenges has been waiting for, you know, a case, an estate, an inheritance, something in probate or something where they have to determine, is it yours, is it mine, who does this belong to? We're in civil court. Could be workman's comp, could be unemployment, some sort of hearing, Social Security. I'm getting, it could be any number of things, of course, but I just feel like somebody has been waiting and they're due this thing, and it's money or it's something material. And I feel kind of like they've worked for it too. Maybe that's why I said workman's comp or Social Security or unemployment or something. But something is coming to you, and it is abundance, and it's because the scales of justice, the scales of balance that Libra represents have moved in your favor. And so it is an end of those challenging and difficult times that you were having, but you're going to have to, again, be the King of Cups and be sort of acceptant of the fact that those difficult times are over. Because if you stay wallowing in that negative energy, then you could keep it around you. It's the end of a difficult situation. So you embrace the change and expect things to get better. If you're expecting things to stay the same or to get bad again, then that can be what happens to you. It doesn't have to be. Somebody may be recovering from an addiction also. That could be part of what is going on here. Near future. Boom, right? We're reaching goals, progress. Things are positive. We're reaching personal goals. They will be achieved. Everything will be achieved. This is giving me Ace of Pentacles kind of vibes. And it's here with the Chariot, which is a card of success and victory. Charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focus. We also have the Moon here. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. So, like, again, even if things doesn't look right, what is your intuition? What is your body telling you to do? Go with that. And don't let yourself freak out. Stay balanced. Maybe do some meditation if you need to. Maybe get some rest if you need to. Sleep on it if you have a decision to make, is what the Four of Swords shows up to say. It's time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And that decision that you make or the answer that you get, they may have something to do with a major change that occurs in your life too. That change could be just you going from not reaching your goals to suddenly reaching them and suddenly being very successful. Again, with the Chariot and with that goals called that Ace of Pentacles type card. This is the Tower. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. So maybe that's what the decision is about. So the decision is about the action that you got to take. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. And again, this is something not hurtful, not harmful to you. This is something good for you. And maybe even a positive, unexpected message, something that makes you happy, something that makes you feel good. A call like you got the job, a call like, a love interest or something. Something is good, something is positive, something is telling you you're being successful, you're making it. You get notification on your computer that something has gone viral, something is very successful. You can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or a close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. The Page of Cups may possibly be an actual Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, like the King of Cups with which we started. Okay, then we have a message from our higher self here. And it's Angel. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So we're safe. That's another reason to, again, keep your head, remain cool. We got options. There's a lot of different choices. And this could be our list of goals also that we're trying to achieve. The universe is like telling us that we're being supported in those goals. It's time to stop procrastinating and to make a decision, like the Four of Swords suggested, so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. So this is telling you listen to your heart. This is saying listen to your intuition. Why don't we listen to both, right? Prayers are being answered. Wishes are being granted. Dreams are coming true. Goals are being met. accolades and rewards and awards are being received by us. Now's the time your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still to come. Nine of Cups, also a yes answer to any like yes or no question that you had, especially involving love and a relationship. And then we have this, whatever this is going on with us, it will be very fast moving too. And or we may have to make a very fast decision. Or we could be awaiting a decision so that we know what move to make. And once we get that information, we're going to move quickly, is what the Knight of Swords shows up to say. He is decisive, focused, driven, and impulsive. Get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and to make your decisions quickly. You know, there could be, with that Nine of Cups, there could be some sort of wish fulfillment, the job of your dreams, and you got to make it, think fast, answer fast. You know, here's the offer. You're going to take it. You want to counter offer. You want to say no, but it's on the table. You know what I mean? 3D life. What do we got? We got love happening here. Love surrounds all your connections. So it's not just romantic love. It's love. It's positive emotions and feelings and compassion and empathy, you know, from people, maybe even from strangers. It's all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. We have that with the Sun, right? The Sun is a card that says everything's great. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success if you have confidence in yourself. So that could mean very good things for relationships. That could mean very good things for, you know, single people, any aspect of your life. Your health, when the Sun shows up for me, is very positive, especially for people who may have a fever, you know, something involving the sun, like rays or heat, a fever. I have a friend that just texted me today that she tested positive for COVID. So and she has a fever, you know, so this would tell me like she's going to be fine. You know, x-rays and MRIs and CAT scans and everything that are coming up within the next 2 weeks, those are fine. Radiation treatment, chemo goes well. Okay, then we have Major Arcana card 12, Awakening, which is the Hangman. Look at things from a different perspective. If you're at a temporary standstill, it's important to be yourself. So again, you could be presented with something that comes up, and it's important to remain open and to not freak out, even if it doesn't look like say it doesn't look like love. It doesn't look like a perfect situation. Be open to just, again, remaining cool and looking at things from different perspectives, and then you'll figure out what's happening. Because again, some challenging information or something could still be around you, even though all of this other stuff that's happening is so great. The Page of Swords shows up. Page of Swords is possibly a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They are logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information. Delays or changes to plans. So something could be going accordingly, and then all of a sudden, whoop, like it's, you know, there's been a change, maybe because of the tower, and then all of a sudden things are, you know, sort of topsy-turvy. But again, you got to remain cool still. You may also receive some truth delivered without tact. That could also come maybe because the Sun shows up here. The Sun can be about clarity, you know, where things that were done in the dark coming to light, and that may be the truth that is delivered to you without tact. You get some information that you need, you know, and so that information may be challenging, may be difficult to hear, but you got to remain cool and good because your life is still good, and good things are still happening around you. At the heart of the matter, we got it's a bunch of like major arcana. All right, we got the World. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Something coming full circle, maybe something coming back around, an opportunity coming back around again. So a cycle is complete and you can move into a new one. The universe taking us from, you know, one situation, one living condition, one relationship, one job, whatever, and moving us into one that is better fitting. We also have Balance or Temperance, which represents the sign of Sagittarius and the planet Jupiter. By merging varying points of view, you can now generate an extraordinary new idea, compromise with others, and collaborate to discover a better solution. So for me, Temperance is a very healing energy. It's about healing, restoration, recovery. It can be about negotiations and compromise and deciding to work together, you know, to figure something out, or to set aside our differences, or to realize that our differences weren't really differences at all. We just didn't understand each other, and now we do. And so we can move forward. You know, very positive card. We have that here with the Hermit, which can also be very spiritually healing for me. Hermit can be also representative of like a lawyer from me sometimes, or a professor, you know, so an actual person. It does represent the sign of Virgo. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and to go within. Be a beacon for others on their spiritual enlightenment. So that can be what the collaboration is about. A couple people getting together on some sort of spiritual collab, maybe a spiritually based business, maybe some sort of fellowship, you know, getting together. Maybe witches, maybe some sort of coven, or, you know, trying to put energies together to manifest something, you know, together. We also have the Lovers, Major Arcana card 6. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. And I am getting a Gemini and a Virgo and or Sagittarius, although I think this energy is the healing energy. Maybe getting back together, again, an opportunity coming back around. And this could be a long time coming for them. And they are freaking out about it. Or at least one of them is freaking out about it. Maybe the Virgo with the 9, right? September. Your worries and fears aren't real, though. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that of which you're afraid. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. This could be carrying over from our weekly reading from last week. There was something going on with Virgo. I kept talking about Virgo I think it was last week or the week before. Either one. Love specific. Oh, was this the crossing card? What was the crossing card? Maybe this is the crossing card. That would make sense. I didn't make note of it, but that would make sense, especially with the story I just told. All of this is wonderful, but they're shitting a brick. They're freaking out about it. If the decision is required or something, you know, sleep on it, maybe meditate on it. If you're otherwise able to just like release the anxiety through some other means, and you know, then do that, because again, there's a lot of positive energy around you. And then remember this, it is important for you to expect things to be good and to be positive, and to not like manifest like self-fulfilling prophecies of negativity. All right, so for love specific, we got luck. We got luck. Things turning around. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities that are ahead for you. Opportunities in what? Love specifically. We got the 2 of Cups here. You're falling in love or experiencing a deepening of emotion in your current relationship. Marriages or romantic partnerships in distress can also still be saved. Don't give up if you're trying to fix those. You will, however, have to give time to your relationship, to your partner. You will need balance in your relationship. If you're single and you put all your effort and all your time into work or whatever it is, you will need to carve out time for a relationship if you're interested in having a relationship. You may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and your personal life and to bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. And this is something that you've been sort of working at for a while, or trying to manifest for a while, a healthy relationship, a good relationship, maybe a soulmate relationship with the 2 of Cups. This is a very reciprocal relationship. This is, you know, seeing eye to eye with somebody, you know, head to head, maybe. Thinking of the Aries energy again. This is, you know, reciprocity. So again, the give and take is balance, is even, and we've been working at something like that, or trying to manifest something like that for a while, and now so we're reaping what we've sown. The planning, resources, and efforts that you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. And then crossing all that is Justice. So again, this is the scales have balance in your favor, and it's just your time. Your time has come around. For some of us, there could be actual legality though, especially with this Justice here. We have the Hermit here, who I said for me can be a lawyer. We got Justice, which can be actual court situations. So somebody may, you know, there may be an actual like divorce or some other legality that's involved in the relationship. Like maybe one of the partners, this is two love interests. Maybe one is still married, even if they're like separated or something and they got to get a divorce. You know, there's things like that that are possible with these two groups here. And then going into the next moon, we have the sun. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. We have the 10 of Cups, which is a beautiful card. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy and balanced children. But there could be also some sort of loss or separation from a loved one. Maybe somebody is moving, and so moving away from family, moving away from a loved one, and so that creates some sadness. But the cards that are here with this Three of Swords, these are all positive. You know, these are all very happy. So I think it's just that something's being left behind. That's kind of sad. And it can even be like having to do with this. Like, for example, having to do with, like I said, a possible divorce. Just because you're divorcing somebody and you know you can't be married to them anymore, you're not in love with them anymore or whatever, doesn't mean that it's not sad at all to you for your marriage to not have been successful. You know, again, as somebody who was married myself for a very long time, and I just had to finally acknowledge that we were just continuing to put more and more time into it, and you know, probably for naught, because it was like going nowhere fast for over 20 years. You know, that's sad. That's still sad. But, you know, you have all this to look forward to ahead. So there's still like, you know, still victory, success, your dreams coming true. This could be an actual move, if not just a metaphorical move forward, right? You can successfully balance various or opposing energies all at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition that you are receiving. The sun is telling you to open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So they want you to look forward to good things that are coming. Even though something, you may be separated from something, something may be lost, something may be gone. Some, you know, sadness or pain may be involved in all of this that is good. And that's our general spread for the moon, the Aries new moon reading. And now I will, like I said, do one from the perspective of the masculine with regard to relationships. And this is going to be even for people who are, those of us who are single. Sometimes you never even met this mate, but some of us have like this gift of being able to see people in our dreams that we meet later. I have a couple friends that can do that, or that have done that. Like they ended up with guys that they had seen in their dreams before that they didn't even know. Isn't that something? So, yeah, these readings, these spreads are for singles as well, just to see what the energy of the masculine and feminine are. And I do it from the perspective of the masculine because my viewership is something like 80% feminine or female. So, to see what's going on with the other half, the other side, I do the spread from the masculine perspective. All right, we're all cleared off here. So I'm going to bring back the Rider-Waite cards, the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And again, we had an overall energy of the Ten of Wands. Was this one reverse? I think it was in reverse. Right? Let me get the stand too. What am I talking about? I don't need the stand. I'm sorry. This would be the divine feminine. The masculine as it relates to the feminine. The masculine as it relates to himself. The union or connection as a whole. Overall, what energy the masculine would have the feminine give to the union or connection if it were up to him. What he himself brings to the table, so to speak. What the universe wants to help us with. And this will be the energy going into the next moon. So the 10 of Wands in reverse can be about having, just feel like you have too much on your plate. You're overstretched. You're over exerting yourself, giving too much. So maybe in this case, giving too much of yourself in terms of relationships, or even if you're single, you just feel like you're constantly giving, you're putting yourself out there without much reward coming back. 10 of Wands in reverse can also be about feeling like somebody in your surroundings, like maybe somebody important to you, isn't being completely honest with you. There is a guidance to not just, sort of like attack them for that, like, come out like, I don't trust you or whatever, if you don't have any evidence of anything. But then again, for some of us who need evidence of something, maybe it'll come with that sun. Remember, the sun brings clarity. It shows us what was done in the dark. It comes to light. And maybe that is also tied to the 3 of Swords for some of us. Things are good because when you know better, you do better. So you might know better because you learn that, something was not right. Some information comes out. But yeah, it can be about distrust, or it can be about being just overwhelmed, overextended. It can be about delays also. And so with that in mind, let's get at it. Divine feminine. Look at the Tower in reverse. So there's a major change or happening in the life of the feminine, or a major revelation or something to which she comes, but it's not as impactful as, if the Tower was upright. So it's not like her world, stops or comes to an end or whatever. It's completely shattered. But there is some sort of experience. We can pull another card and see maybe if that'll reveal to what it... So it has to do with her maybe realizing that she's not stuck. Maybe that she never was stuck, or should have allowed herself to be stuck or to feel stuck. Because we have the 8 of Swords also in reverse here as a clarifier for the Tower in reverse. So she may come to a major revelation like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I just allowing myself to be stuck here? I got to get up and go. And that would be the 8 of Swords in reverse. So the masculine's in relation to the feminine. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the 5 of Wands in reverse is a good card as 5 of Wands go. It's better that it's in reverse in the place in the love and relationship reading, because it is about having those debates, arguments, discussions, having just putting things on the table, and it does the relationship good. Like, that doesn't mean necessarily that if 2 people are at odds, they put everything on the table and then they walk, they ride off into the sunset. You can put everything on the table and it could be good, and that could be you deciding, that you don't belong in a relationship, and that's what's good. That's revealed. Or yes, it could lead to somebody, to your relationship, improving, growing stronger, and getting better too. But it's a very positive outcome of having these debates and discussions, as opposed to 5 of Wands upright, which is about like kind of like what it looks like, competition and fighting, and like a aggressive energy. For me, it can sometimes represent the planet Mars, which actually is the ruler of the sign of Aries. But yeah, in reverse, I like it like this. The masculine as it relates to himself, we have the 3 of Pentacles showing back up, but it's in reverse here. Again, in the general sense, this card is about work, labor, and what we put into our our efforts, and reaping what we've sown. Like, so putting energy out in the form of work or labor or effort, so that we can reap some sort of reward or payment back. But in terms of love and relationship, well, for example, if you're single, it can be a really good time to meet somebody. If you're interested in expanding your family, it can be a card of fertility. So, pregnancy, maybe even pets and stuff. You may be inclined, find yourself wanting to, get a new pet right now, or it could be about marriage or moving in together, so expanding your family. That was many different ways to expand one's family these days, and all kinds of different family dynamics. So that I wouldn't try to think of them all or be the judge of them or anything like that. So it could be that. There is a warning, like with the Three of Pentacles too, though, that can be about like feeling less than your partner or feeling like subservient to your partner. So it could be something about the masculine, maybe feeling, less than the feminine, or not like not on her level, and maybe specific to work. Maybe he feels like he works in a job that is beneath her or her job, or that his income is beneath hers or her income. That can be reasons for this card too. Let's see. This movement, though, so again, it could be something about, could be literal. I was talking about expanding your family, moving in together, or moving forward with a situation, a family situation, and family growth, fertility. This is all of a sudden things are happening. So definitely could be that. There also may be something, if it is the masculine having to, if it is the masculine worrying about his income or his job, this can also be something coming through for him too, to improve that situation. It may be news of a new job or promotion or something coming through for the masculine. The masculine's feelings on the union or connection as a whole. We've got Queen of Swords upright. Okay, that could be good. That could be bad. Let's see. And the Queen of Swords is serious. She's no nonsense. And that could be his feelings about the relationship. Like, this is a serious thing. I'm hearing that song. I'm going to date myself because I know I have a lot of the viewers I have are in their 20s and stuff, which is kind of funny. But there was a song, this ain't no game, it's a love thing. Like, it was out of being serious. I'm hearing that song. Also, of course, an actual Queen of Swords can be involved. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And the only warning about the Queen of Swords upright, where it comes to love and relationship, is to not be too forceful and go too hard, because we can push people away. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can love on somebody a little bit too much. I'll tell you about a Gemini or an Aquarius, since I'm both, a lot of both. We, especially Gemini, we wait a long time, not necessarily a long time. We like to make sure that we are in love before we say we are. So in the meantime, the other person could already be feeling those feelings. And that's not saying that we're not feeling those feelings too. We could be feeling them. We just don't want to say yet because we want to make sure that we're feeling them and that those feelings are love. So we won't say it. So the other person is feeling all these feelings about us and maybe even showing us or telling us, and we're not responding because we don't want to go there yet. But once we do go there, once we decide, I love this man, I love this woman, like we are like all the way in there, all the way. Like once we're sure, we are sure, and we will love on you real hard. And then that can push people away. So that is what the Queen of Swords is all about. Overall, we got the King of Cups back. He is in reverse now. Because we started out with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups upright, back to back. And now we have them sort of still back to back, but he's the one in reverse. Now the King of Cups in reverse is somebody, whether it's, the general meaning, the love meaning, somebody who's willing to like risk it all for what they want, for what they desire. So that could mean, you know, leaving a relationship, moving, leaving a job, or trying to get a new job, a better job, so they can be a provider, all those things. King of Cups may be an actual Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Certainly does not have to be, nor does the Queen of Swords have to be an air sign. What energy the masculine would have the feminine gift of the union connection if it were up to him? And it is the Magician, but the Magician's in reverse too. So that's a little interesting. Let me think about this. The Magician can be about overlooking like signs and synchronicities. So maybe what he's saying is he wants her to pay attention, like she's not paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that are out there. That's what it tends to be about when the Magician is in reverse. It's like the universe is trying to show you, trying to send you a message, and you're missing it. You're not getting it. I can't see him saying he would want her to not get it. That doesn't make sense. So he must be saying he wants her to pay attention. Wants her to pay attention. The Magician also represents the sign of Gemini. So this Queen of Swords may specifically be a Gemini. Is another message. Masculine himself, 10 of Cups, also in reverse. So 10 of Cups, whether upright or in reverse, is still a card of love. When it's in reverse, specific to love and relationship, it can be about us like sort of worrying what the other person is feeling. Or it could be like just what I was saying a minute ago about the Queen of Swords. Like it could be like, you know, does this person even care about me? Like what's happening? And, you know, you have nothing. I mean, it's the 10 of Cups. So it shows up to say you have nothing to worry about. Even though it's in reverse, you know, it's the 10 of Cups. So if you get in the 10 of Cups that's representing your relationship, everything is fine. And, you know, the other person feels the same way about you that you feel about them. So there's no need to worry. Maybe that's the what this is about too. It's like maybe he's looking for signs maybe from her too. She's not showing signs of her, how she feels. So he's kind of like afraid to make a move. But then again, the King of Cups is somebody who will probably make a move regardless, because they're just willing to go after what they want to make themselves happy. What the universe wants to help us with and wants us to do. 6 of Wands, also in reverse. We're getting all of this success and gratification, but it's like not as much as it possibly could be. It's not the full Monty, as they say. But the 6 of Wands in reverse actually, in the love placement, means, again, exactly what I've been saying. That somebody needs like reassurance. Somebody, so the universe wants to help us with feeling secure in these relationships or about these relationships, about ourselves and about each other and about the relationship. And that, you know, that we are loved and cared about, even if it's energetic. And again, you're single and you're saying, well, how can I tell? The universe wants us to know. So we got to pay better attention to signs, synchronicities, and that those things can include, you know, a number of things. It could be music, it could be angel numbers, it could be all kinds of stuff. Things that just remind you of the person that you guys have, you know, a private joke that the rest of us wouldn't know. And the outcome of the energy going into, of course it too is in reverse, but going into the next moon phase is the 9 of Cups. So this is still a card of wish fulfillment. It's still, you know, things moving forward. It's still yeses, you know, and especially with regard to relationships. It's still a yes when you have a yes or no question. It's still goals being met and things being accomplished. But again, it's just that's not as amplified as when the card is upright. That's what I have for you for this moon phase. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'll be back soon with the weekly reading. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. I do appreciate it. And again, if you have answers for me, put them in the comments. Thanks. Bye.